Well, it was a great Saturday to be outside. Our cameras caught people enjoying the mild fall weather at Allegheny Commons today. And it was good while it lasted because this coming week signals a major change with some winter weather in the forecast. KDKA First Alert meteorologist Trey Fulbright is here to tell us what to expect and when. Trey.
Well, Erica, that big temperature drop is on the way starting tomorrow. We'll show you what's going on out and about right now this evening. We've had some clouds streaming across the area. These are mid and high level clouds this afternoon. Even an isolated shower or two as a boundary has been stalled across our area today. Areas south of the boundary, especially from Pittsburgh south, warmed into the 60s, while locations to the north stayed in the low to mid 50s. But back to the west, attached to this stalled out boundary is an area of low pressure, and this has brought snow today, measurable snow to parts of Iowa, now snowing in Wisconsin and northern Illinois. And this area of low pressure will drag a cold front toward our area, increasing the moisture and lift ahead of that, giving us some showers going into the morning hours. Now, on the backside of this low pressure, this is a pretty potent area of low pressure. Very cold air moving in from the Canadian prairies, and that's going to fill in behind that low as we move into the next couple of days here across our area. Really cold snap headed our way, some of the coldest air we've seen since the early part of April. So tomorrow morning, those showers start to move in as early as 8 to 9 a.m., but more than likely midday to early afternoon. That band of showers associated with that cold front and low pressure coming through. Now, notice afternoon into the early evening hours, we may get a little bit of a dry slot in here, so it won't be raining necessarily all day tomorrow, but we will have some periods of rain through the morning and into the early afternoon. Temperatures start to fall, though, by late afternoon. Our high of 53 occurs around midday. We'll be in the 40s by 4 p.m. And then just before midnight, temperatures fall back into the mid 30s. Now, that next trough starts to move in, and that will ignite a little bit more precipitation going into Monday night or Sunday night and the Monday morning. And as that colder air moves in, we will see a transition over to some snow across our area. Now, this won't necessarily be heavy and widespread, but we will see some snow showers. And I think for Monday morning, the heaviest of the snow or the more widespread activity generally from I-70 down to the south into northern West Virginia, a little bit closer to that upper level low that'll be driving that snow shower activity. A little bit of a break midday Monday into early afternoon, and notice temperatures, they warm back well above freezing. So if we do see any light accumulation Monday morning, that should melt away with those warmer temperatures in place, even a little bit of sun going into Monday afternoon. But then Monday night into Tuesday morning, that's when we start to get that northwesterly flow coming off of Lake Erie and Lake Huron, and that will set us up for some bands of lake effect snow. And so with those bands of lake effect snow, our northern communities north of Route 422 up toward I-80 have the best chance of picking up anywhere between 2 and 4 inches. Understand, though, that these bands are very fickle. If we see a slight shift in the wind direction, that could push that total a little bit off a little bit. And then lighter amounts down into the Pittsburgh metro area, traced to 1 inch there, and then locally higher amounts in the portions of the Laurel Highlands and the ridges. Now, the colder air will settle in. Our coldest morning coming up Tuesday morning. Air temperatures down into the 20s with wind chills in the teens and even some spots in the single digits in the Laurel Highlands and the ridges. But you'll notice after Tuesday, we see those winds flip back around. We'll be back into the upper 40s to near 50 Wednesday and Thursday. So a brief cold snap before we move back into near and above normal temperatures next week.